There are a million reasons why I love Touhou 14, Double Dealing character, and the topic of this video is just one of them. Touhou 14's story is based around the idea of rebellion. Weak yokai are causing an uproar, tools are turning against their masters, and Gensokyo's general climate is in disarray. But then, how do you communicate this rebellion? Well, picture this. The year is 2013. Touhou 6 is about to celebrate its 11th anniversary. Touhou 6, 7, and 8 were once a trilogy of games that helped to reboot the series, and now, they're looked back on as classics. When people think of Touhou, they often think of those three games. And that's where Touhou 14 comes in. Touhou 14 communicates the concept of rebellion through settings and ideas from those now classic games. Stage 1 opens on the Misty Lake, a location from Touhou 6. And the mid-boss is... Cirno! Doesn't this seem eerily familiar? Cirno's a mid-boss again, just like she was in Touhou 7. Importantly, the stage theme is also using the instruments that at the time were new to Touhou. And as you venture through this lake, you eventually encounter Wakasagi Hime, who's one of the first twists. Everyone associates Cirno with the Misty Lake. But she's not the boss this time. Instead, it's a mermaid, who still fits with the Western aesthetic of Touhou 6, the same game Cirno debuted in. In this way, she's both a homage and a brand new idea at the same time. Stage 2 takes place along a canal that goes to the human village from Touhou 8. This is the most unique stage for a while, but it still does play around with old ideas. The reveal here is Sekibonki, a yokai who lives amongst the villagers. We've seen a yokai who lives amongst humans to protect them, and now we see a yokai who lives amongst humans for her own selfish purposes. The idea of turning the world on its head continues. Stage 2 might have been a bit light on nostalgia, but Stage 3 turns it up to 11. We're in the bamboo forest of the Lost, the same one from Touhou 8. The music's using the electric guitar, giving the stage a highly intense energy that feels a bit different from the one from Imperishable Night. But it's when the mid-boss comes in that the song's twist happens. Zune pulls in Theme of Eastern Story as a clear homage to Touhou 8's Stage 4 theme, but with Touhou 14's new instruments. This communicates what this section of the game does so well. It's the Touhou we know and love, but corrupted, a remix of an old trend. And Kagoru continues this idea. Whereas what was Western was originally a tribute, now that idea is used as a twist. Kagoru isn't a Japanese princess or a mythological rabbit, she's a werewolf, straight out of European mythology. The contrast between her and the Eastern Bamboo Forest, the hiding place of Princess Kaguya, is really nice. But the audience also already knows why this stage works with Kagero. The Bamboo Forest is linked to the moon in our minds thanks to Touhou 8. It matches the werewolf idea. Stage 3 might have my favorite subversions of the entire game. And finally, we have Stage 4. Stage 4 takes place high in the sky, and you fight musical-themed opponents. Yep, that's definitely a homage to Touhou 7. Like Touhou 7 as well, The game becomes much harder from this point onwards. The main twist here comes from the mood. We're in the sky again, yeah, but it's also storming, which heavily contrasts the sprawling spring of Touhou 7. Speaking of Touhou 7, there's another bit this game does to connect itself to it. The playable roster, Reimu, Marissa, and Sakuya, are the same trio from Touhou 7. And in addition to that, one of Sakuya's bombs gives her a shield that can be used to block one free hit and clear the screen. It's like the cherry barrier. But, back to the stage. The enemy's constant barrage of bullets does a good job conveying the feelings of an aggressive storm, and it eventually all leads to the Tsukumo sisters. Now, I think Benben and Natsuhashi are a bit infamous for being kinda forgettable, and that's where the flaws of this type of design come into play. Nostalgia can work, yes, but it's clear that the sisters are meant to remind you of the Prison Rivers. And when we're already thinking of the Prison Rivers, it's harder for these new characters to leave an impression. I'd say this is the biggest misstep of Zoon's approach in 14. But the sisters still have a few things that are cool. Like their inspirations, who you fight depends on your character configuration. This is the first time since Touhou 11 where the Stage 4 boss has some sort of character-specific gimmick, which feels like another cool tribute. And the song is incredible. It incorporates Theme of Eastern Story within itself. From there, it feels like a perfect way to cap off Touhou 14's nostalgic pulls. After Stage 4, Touhou 14 goes in a wildly different direction. The stages and boss fights from then on are some of the most original and creative in the entire series. We see things like the inverted enemies, and you grow bigger. But, it also means an end to Touhou 14's nostalgia. Touhou 14 serves as a demonstration of one of the right ways to use nostalgia. Zoon didn't bring back old ideas for the sake of appealing to fans. Instead, he remixed those classic concepts into something new to help contextualize Touhou 14. We get a game that very much conveys its idea of rebellion, these things from the original trilogy that we've taken for granted. It's as if they're rebelling themselves. Nostalgia's integrated into storytelling and the game's themes. Touhou 14 builds its first half on old ideas, and somehow, it still feels fresh. This video was voted for by my patrons.